Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about how to tell the difference between a test and the real thing. Is it testing you? Are you going to be settling if you pick this one thing, or is it the real thing? How do you know the difference? Like, how do you know to what extent you would have to settle or like you wouldn't? It's a lot easier than you think. Let's get into the video. So when something is very close to what you want, but it's like a few glaringly obvious things that you don't want, it's usually not it, or it's rarely ever it. The universe, God, is very, very specific. You can manifest something down to the exact detail. And so if you can do that, then what makes you think that you would have to settle for the thing that was close but not it? Something that can also get in your way is if you are not the vibrational match for it. And that's usually what happens too when we get these tests, is we're not quite there yet, but they're just testing to see if like you can notice the little things and like respect yourself enough to be like, you know what, I'm gonna let this go and I'm going to wait for something better to come in because I trust that something better will come in. So for each goal you have and that you want to achieve and all the things that you want, have a very specific list of all the things you want, and then make sure you have a list of the things that you don't want. But have that list just so you can look back at it, because when something comes in and it's super close to what you want, it's so easy to ignore that and just be like, well, you know, like it's really, really close and I don't know if I'm going to get like another opportunity to get this thing. So like I better just take this now just in case, because like what if there's not actually a better thing? What if this is the thing? Well, the thing is that you cannot miss what's meant for you. But again, the universe, God, is very specific on the things you want. If you say to yourself, if you say to source, I want this one very, very specific thing with all of these exactly very specific things, they're going to bring that thing to you as long as you believe that you can get that. Because if you don't, that's when settling comes in. That's when you start ignoring the red flags and ignoring the things that are important to make you happy. And what happens then is you either get that thing ripped away from you because you're holding on to it too tight and it's not the right thing for you, or you just end up getting really unhappy and you don't really know why until you realize like maybe this thing isn't the thing, but you're so attached to it, like it's hard. It saves you less pain to let go of something when you see that it's not right than it would if you just let it go right in the beginning and say, you know what, like this thing is so close, that must mean I'm so close to manifesting the thing I want. It must be coming in real soon if I'm this close. And again, being the vibrational match to it, if you're seeing something that's really close, it must mean that you are also really close to the type of person or the type of energy that is ready to receive it. So use it as a learning point. Try to see what things aren't working and maybe try to align them with what's going on in your life or what's going on with your beliefs. If you're showing up a certain way that might match one of these things, or if it's just in general you feel some sort of lack and you don't want to miss out on something. Now use this for it's getting really hot in here, but I don't want to turn the AC on because then it's going to get in the noise of the video. So anyway, I always had a big problem with the relationship area because ever since I was like 3 years old, I was so desperate for one, and it was pretty exhausting to like go through like such a big portion of my life and never having a boyfriend. And yeah, so then when I started having the opportunity to date and stuff, it was easier to just want to latch onto somebody. I mean, I had some boundaries, but there wasn't really enough. And so when I finally ended up being in a relationship, it was not a good pick, but it did teach me things very quickly. Relationships are hard because you can really like make up the person in your head. And if you're somebody who just really wants a relationship and is like kind of codependent, that can be like really hard to let go of. My phone just overheated, so I'm gonna watch it like this so that I can make sure it doesn't stop again. So we're gonna get a different angle here. Anyway, so when I started dating, I would go into it, I would like go on dating apps, and then I would recognize a certain pattern, and then I would step back from it and I'd be like, okay, no, like, yeah, no, that's not what I want. Even though I would still want to hold on to it, it got easier as I went, and the people got closer and closer to what I want as I went. and it was harder to let go at a certain point because they were so close to what I wanted, until something clicked and I was like, now I can't even deal with that if it's like breaking these deal breakers, and if it's like showing me old versions of myself, or it's somebody that would be like a bad influence on me. Like, I can't be wasting my time on that. Like, my time is too valuable to be wasting on that. And so now it's a lot more obvious, and I have a lot less patience for something that's not a match. And I'd rather be single than get something, or get somebody that's not going to make me happy, that's going to make me feel like I settled. So you get to a point where things get like that and you start feeling like that, so it does get easier, and sometimes it works faster. Like mine, this is one of my big issues, one of the big things that I have as a lesson in my life, and so it might not take that long for you, but for me, since I was 3 years old, I've been like overly crazed about like being in a relationship, and now I'm at the point where I'm like, yeah, I'd like a relationship, but like if it's not the right one, like if this person is not the right one, I don't want it. Like, I don't want to deal with that. It's a waste of time. And so that is what happens when you settle or you fall for the tests. You just waste your time, and then you put yourself in a position where God might be like, okay girl, like that's enough, I'm taking it away from you because you're wasting your time, like you got a better one waiting, but you got to fix all this now because you just set yourself back. Like, you don't want to set yourself back. No. So that's the thing. Be respectful of yourself. Write out a list. What boundaries do you have that you won't cross, that you don't want to cross? Write it ahead of time before you have something to compare it to, whatever it is. If it's a car you're manifesting, if it's a relationship, if it's a friend, if it's a job, whatever it is, write down the very specific things that you want, and be very specific, because God is very specific. You can manifest something down to the exact detail. Practice it. Practice it with like a super random thing. One time I manifested a yellow flying pig. I was like, show me like when pigs fly type thing, but yellow. I saw it. And who would have that? Anyway, very specific. The more specific, the better. Then the easier it'll be to find, because you'll be like, oh my God, that's exactly it. I don't have to think twice about it. So yeah. When it's the right thing, it's going to show up and it's going to be like, oh my God, how is this even real? Because it's going to be so perfect. And you're going to be like, wow, this is awesome. What was I even settling for these type of things for? So whether it's a relationship, whether it's your dream job, whether it's your car you're manifesting, whatever you're manifesting, your house, be specific. It's fun. And then when you get that specific thing, because if you're not specific, what's the point? If you know in specific detail exactly what you want, you can get that thing. If you know in specific detail what you want, there's a reason for that. It's because you already have it. Your soul in some dimension and in this part of life ahead, you already know what you want, exactly what you want. As long as it's not you making up something because you want to be considered cool by other people, so you want this car because, you know, most people think this car is cool. Like, if that's the case, then it's not something you want. Like, if it's something that makes you super excited, it's something like, this is meant for me, I know it, this is what I want, and yeah, like, then that's for you. So make sure you're not settling. Sometimes something's going to come in and it's going to be so close to what you want, but it's not going to be quite it. It doesn't feel right. It's like, if I take this on, I feel like I'm just going to be taking on the lesson, but I want to anyway. Don't do it. It's not worth it, because it's going to end up being taken away anyway, but you're going to find that person, that thing that you want that's exactly what you want. And if it's something like, if it's something less serious, like a car that has like less things than you want, like less features or something, I don't know that that's like something that's going to be taken away from you per se. I just mean that more like with people in your life. They would be like removed from your life, you know, something drama would happen, like, or you just realize how uncomfortable you are with this thing. It doesn't have to be that serious, okay? But like, so like, don't worry about it. Like, I'm saying it like, like they're gonna kill him off or something. No, that's not what I mean. Just don't settle Write down a list of exactly what you want so you know that you're not missing out. Don't miss out. Get yourself the thing you want. Let it come to you, because it's coming to you, even if you have to wait a little bit of time. But once you get it, you're going to be like, why was I so worried about waiting? I got it now. I have it. I have it. Whatever. On to the next goal. And put yourself in that feeling as if you already have it right now. There's something you're missing. There's a feeling you're missing. You don't have to wait to be happy. That's another important thing. So that's all I have for today's video. I probably missed a few things because I was recording to was not recording. It was just a black screen. I put the mirror back there anyway. I put my little carry-on mirror back there so I could make sure this didn't happen, but it happened anyway. I'm like, wait, is that screen black? Damn it. I hope this helped. Sorry if the sound's a little off. I don't usually record in my car. I don't even know if I have a recorded YouTube video on here. It is so hot. I'm gonna turn my air conditioner back on, but please don't settle. It's just a waste of your time. You deserve so much better than that. And have a great day. And please subscribe to my channel if you like videos like this, self-improvement. And sorry, I'm looking over here because I am looking at this recording, so whatever. But you still get the message. Anyway, I hope you get everything you have ever wanted. And yeah, comment below if you have any other like tips or if you have any video recommendations, anything like that. Like this video if it helped you. And thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.